everybody, Kimberly Olson here, also known as FitKim, coming in for a training, informational, educational talk about what you're doing when it comes to trying to stick with a healthy diet, when you're trying to eat better and you're just not able to do it. Like, what is going on? What is the problem? There's also all the dialogue around all the different weight loss things out there. There's still Weight Watchers and Jenny Craig and different packaged meal plans, and there's keto, intermittent fasting. What else is really popular right now? Whole30. There's so many different things out there. And when it comes to wanting to feel better, a lot of times we think, ooh, maybe we should be doing that. Maybe that's the problem. So I'm gonna give you some insights, some things I've learned. If you don't know, I've been nutritionist for 18 years. So I've worked with a lot of people who primarily have come to me to get some help with weight loss. But you know what, you guys, when it comes down to it, the themes are so common, the common thread. I've been able to see it. I've been able to walk through it myself. And I want to share some insight with you guys today. So if you don't know, I actually dieted all through high school, and I was just naturally a pretty thin kid. But when I was 13, I was playing sports year round, ate whatever I wanted. And it was in the 90s. So everything we ate was in a box, a can, or a package. Wasn't the healthiest diet probably, but I wasn't overweight or anything. But I took this quiz in 17 magazine. I remember sitting on my kitchen table and I was like eating potato chips. And it was like, you're gonna be fat. And I was like, it was the first time the word fat had ever entered my mind because my mom never talked about it. And suddenly, my whole world changed. I started dieting. I started taking all my babysitting money and spending it on 100-calorie pack Oreo cookies. You guys know what I'm talking about. And everything was about food and calories and like the scale. I weighed myself every single day and I was either happy or not happy based on the number on the scale. Can anyone relate? I bet a lot of you can, where you're just like, oh, what's the number? It's crazy, right? How this freaking number on the scale can impact how we feel about ourselves. It's really, really mind-blowing. But that's what I grew up with. Continued on, and I remember I would starve myself. There was a girl I ran track with that she was amazing. She was a ballerina, competitive, and she always won every track race. Like, she was super fast. It was amazing. She actually had to take a year off the team because she had bulimia. My running mate, who I ran with every day, she had anorexia. So she would literally eat like a bag of carrots like all day. So I would mimic some of those habits. I couldn't really I wasn't like them, but I definitely started viewing food differently. My roommate in college, I actually found a note in her bathroom that had her tracking. She was also anorexic. And by the way, I'm not making any medical claims here. This is just informational purposes. Consult with your doctor. But she had a little note that would say apple 50 calories, and then she had a list, and it would be the whole day would be 500 calories. So I was around all of this. And my freshman year of college, I gained 40 freaking pounds by Christmas. If you guys see that, go to Instagram and scroll, you'll see my picture there. That's me. The girl holding up the big pajamas. Wearing the big pajamas, that was me. I have been there, you guys. I have been there, and I understand the self-hatred, and I understand how when we look in the mirror, we're just like, who is this? You know, you look at yourself and you're just like, ugh. I totally get it, okay? But I will tell you this. Working on your mindset and loving yourself is your priority, because it doesn't matter what you look like. You could be a size 0 and still think that you are too fat. You could look at yourself and have self-hatred. It really doesn't matter the number on the scale. It's how you view it, okay? So this is what I believe, okay? This is what I believe, and this has allowed me to be able to have 2 healthy pregnancies, nurse both of those babies, and lose the baby weight as soon as I had them. And I'm not this annoying person that just has this awesome metabolism. I have to watch what I eat. I have to be really in tune to what I'm eating, because I will gain weight if I look at a bowl of pasta. I'm not wired that way. I'm not this lucky person. It's just I've learned to look at food differently. And so this is what I want to pass along to you. This is what I've learned by working with thousands of people, but also myself personally. What I've learned is that it's not about the diet, okay? It's not about keto. It's not about intermittent fasting. That's not what it is, okay? It is about your relationship with the food that you're eating and how you are viewing it. So if you look at intermittent fasting, and this is why, if you're going to do it, by the way, you need to do it with a nutritionist, in my opinion, or someone who knows what they're talking about, because you can also, there's an article published in a magazine here in Austin about the dangers of intermittent fasting and what it does with your negative, how you're viewing food, okay? So this is not to say intermittent fasting is bad. Just make sure you work with somebody with it, and also look at it as, is it another way to starve yourself? Is it another way to torture yourself? Is it another way to look at food as good or bad? Same thing with keto. Keto is super low in carbs. I've had a lot of keto clients, you guys, and some people love keto. I'm reading a book right now. I think it's like Strong Brain by whatever his name is. Where's my phone? Oh, it's right here. It's a really good book though, and he's keto. He's the creator of Bulletproof. If you guys have heard of Bulletproof, amazing. The science behind it is phenomenal. Okay, but the problem I have with something like that is you're kicking out a whole food group, people. Like fruits and vegetables have carbs in them. Okay, not gluten-free grains have a lot of nutrition in them. So some people, they start to look at keto as, oh, I can't have the carbs because they're bad. And it goes with this whole thing of food being good or bad. Okay, so a couple things. One, anything you're gonna do, I want you to ask yourself, is this something I can stick with long term? If you can do intermittent fasting and you love it and it makes you feel amazing and you're like, I'm gonna do this the rest of my life, and you feel great, go rock your bad self. Same with keto, same with Whole30, whatever. But if you're like, oh, I'm just gonna do Weight Watchers for like 2 months to really like, lose that 15 pounds and then I'll stop because I don't wanna pay for it. Guess what's gonna happen, my friends? You're gonna gain it all back, okay? So don't do anything unless you can do it long term. So I want you to start to think of it as like, what's the way I eat? What's my diet, my lifestyle, not diet losing weight, but like what's my eating patterns, okay? What am I adopting as my lifestyle? Second thing is I want you to ask yourself, how does this make me feel? Do I feel like I'm depriving myself? Do I feel like I'm putting food in a good or bad column, okay? We don't want to label food or good or bad. What you want to do, in my opinion, is to eat as much good food as you can because it's going to make you feel good. When you guys see me, do you see somebody who is healthy? Do you see somebody who is excited about life? Who has energy, no matter if it's morning, middle of the day or midnight, right? Some of you talk to me on Messenger at night. Okay, sometimes there's a few yawns in there. But no matter what do you see when you see me? Okay, that's because I still eat pizza. My mom made apple pie and it was freaking awesome. The last time I had pie was in Thanksgiving. It was amazing and I loved every bite of it because I knew it was a special treat. My mom was visiting, she made apple pie, and you know what? I made sure I had salad at dinner, okay? It's cool, the world's not gonna end. But when I think about food, I ask myself, what can I put in my body today to make me feel really good? That's smoothies for me. That's a salad at dinner. That's, I put powdered superfood greens in here once a day. If you guys don't have my superfood magic, make sure you put superfoods in the comment and I'll get you the link to where you can order it. It's loaded with superfoods. Like, why wouldn't you put that in your body? It gives you more energy. I don't go to Starbucks in the afternoon. I don't even drink coffee. I just drink decaf sometimes. I do superfood in the afternoon. But I think to myself, what can I put in my body to help me function optimally and feel great? And if I go on vacation and I eat some stuff I normally don't eat, I try to make sure I'm also eating some good stuff because I don't want to feel like crap on vacation. I don't want to wake up with a food coma, right? So my challenge to you is to ask yourself, what is your relationship with food? And what can you do to make it better? Does it mean maybe starting to see things differently and asking yourself, what can I do to nourish myself today? You know what that is, you guys? It's self-love. It's self-love. What you've been doing your whole freaking life is self-deprivation, and you've been denying yourself, and you've been saying mean things to yourself, and you've been beating yourself up. And you cannot achieve health and feeling good about your body when you do that to yourself. And I know my body's not perfect. I've had 2 kids. I have stretch marks. I have cellulite. But you know what? I've worked so hard to work on my mindset and to love myself that I feel great in a bathing suit. And I'm like, whatever, I've had 2 freaking kids. I don't do CrossFit and I don't run marathons anymore. It's what you got, people. And I don't care what people think. I want to be able to feel good in my own body, and I do. And I want that for you guys too, okay? So if you're not already, put challenge below. If you want to jump into our June challenge, it's in Rockin' the Fab Life. I think most of you guys are in there. Rockin' the Fab Life. If not, just put challenge and we'll get you into the group, Rockin' the Fab Life. It starts June 17th. It's a 5-day fit challenge. You're going to get to pick what you want to do for your 5 days. It can be different things, but you pick what it is. As long as you do the activity for 5 days in a row for June 17th, 18th, 19th, 20th, 21st. For those 5 days in a row, you will be entered to win 3 different prizes we're going to raffle off that are going to be all fitness related. I'm going to handpick the prizes because that's just what I like to do. So we're going to pick 3 winners, but it'll be a great way to hold you accountable. So if you're like, oh man, I've been wanting to get out and walk more, these challenges are great because you've got the social community piece to it. You're held accountable. It all happens in the group. So once you get into the group, click the events tab and you can register for it once it's in there. If it's not up, it'll be up within the next couple days. So June 17th, the 5-day fit challenge, we want you in there. So just put challenge in the comments and we'll get you into that group. Okay, so I hope this was helpful. So nice to see y'all. Till next time, go out there and have something healthy to eat. Make sure you take care of your body and I'll see you later. Bye.